Hey guys, welcome to Woodwork Life. So this is going to be a little bit of a different one. I've got a bunch of big projects kind of in the till right now, and I'm grinding those out, but I won't have a big project video out for a little while here. And I wanted to play around with an idea I kind of came up with a little bit ago. So when I was making that giant dovetail desk, I had to clear out waste on those 2-inch dovetails. And I tried a bunch of different tools. I used a scroll saw, I used a hand saw, I used jigsaw. I even ended up using a reciprocating saw. And I wanted to see if I could do fine joinery using just a reciprocating saw. So I'm sure you guys all know how to cut a dovetail, and if you don't, I've got a tutorial on that. I'll link to that right here, so if you want to check that out. It's cutting dovetails like a boss, just using hand tools. And that's kind of the most common way that I usually cut them. I'm actually going to cut a set like that today. But what I really want to try out is to see how good of a dovetail I can cut using just a reciprocating saw. I'm using this Ridgid Gen 5X brushless octane reciprocating saw, which is one of the nicer ones on the market. It was actually provided to me by the Home Depot as part of their THD Prospective. So I want to give this a try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a set of dovetails by hand first, and then I'm going to try to replicate those same exact dovetails using nothing but a reciprocating saw. Sounds like a bit of a challenge, so let's jump into it. Okay, so there we have it. There's the hand-cut dovetails. They took about 25 minutes. I did it with this Veritas Western style handsaw and a couple of Veritas PMV11 chisels. Pretty straightforward. Really just comes down to layout and cutting to your lines. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to try it out with the reciprocating saw. So Home Depot sent me this as part of their prospective review series. And I wanted to put it through its paces, but I'm really not like a demolition carpenter. Like, I don't do framing or anything like that. So I couldn't really think of a task that I'm currently working on where this would really, be put through its paces. So I want to kind of set it kind of a weird challenge and more look at the limits of what you can use a tool like this for. Because when I think reciprocating saw, I just think of demolition. So I figured, why not try to cut some dovetails with it? I mean, all it is cutting to a line and whatever, so as long as it doesn't blow out too much, and I think the Diablo blade might help with that too, but let's try it out. I think that's as good a reason as any to try this out, right? So let's have at it. Wish me luck. Okay, not terrible. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Swing for the fences. Go right to my line. So, that space, so I want to leave the line. Hey, not bad. Alright, a little bit of cleanup, we'll see how it goes. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how we did. Don't think they're going to be as good as the hand cut ones. I guess since we cut them out with the reciprocating saw, it's only fair that we use another tool from the Prospective, this Milwaukee cordless brushless sander. Okay, but honestly, not terrible. These are the hand-cut dovetails, and these are the dovetails that I cut using just the reciprocating saw and a chisel to clean some stuff up. You can see I did overcut the this tail just a little bit, and then I also didn't get that one perfectly 90 degrees, but otherwise not a whole lot of gaps. I mean, it's really not too bad for using a reciprocating saw instead of a handsaw. Honestly, it probably looks like what it would look like some of my first dovetails that I cut with the handsaw. So not terrible. So what did we learn today? Well, really nothing. This is just a little bit of fun. Realistically, you should use your most precision tools you can to cut dovetails to ensure a precision fit. So you've got the router jigs, you can look at table saw jigs that you can make. There's tons of videos on there. I'll link some down in the description. You can also just cut them by hand and do something like the Robert Katz-Moses jig, which can ensure that you get a precision angle. But honestly, I was impressed with the precision of the Ridgid reciprocating saw. It gives a nice straightforward cut. It doesn't have a whole lot of vibration, so I actually managed to get a pretty decent dovetail. I mean, this would be like maybe your 3rd, 5th, 20th dovetail, depending on your skill level with a saw. So not too bad. I've seen some of these in actual finished pieces from a long time ago. Links to all the products that I mentioned in this video are down below in the description, so if you want to check those out, feel free. The Ridgid reciprocating saw and the Milwaukee brushless sander are both available at Home Depot, so I'll have links to those there. And then I've also got some of the tools from Lee Valley Toolworks that I actually got the hand-cut dovetail link down below as well. If you enjoyed this video and like me just kind of having fun more often, let me know. Drop me a comment down below and let me know if you enjoyed this video. It was just kind of fun to put together. And if you didn't like it, drop me a dislike or let me know in the comments. Either way, just kind of something I was messing around with. So thanks for watching today. Make sure you get subscribed so you can see more of my nonsense if you enjoy stuff like this. And I'll talk to you next time. Remember to keep your tools sharp and keep your mind sharper.